Jim, Mr. Jim Lafferty, can you share the recent declaration of Medical Wellness Association, or MWA, for 2026? That being said, mentioned that the 2026 is the year of sardines, and that sardines is becoming a critical part of global wellness conversation. Can you share with the audience?
Yeah, it's a very exciting day. Just a little so that I reacquaint you with my background. I first came to the Philippines in 2006. I was the chairman and CEO of Procter & Gamble, based here in the Philippines. And then I loved it so much, I kept coming back. I came with BAT and continued to come back. I've been a member of the board of Medical Wellness since its inception in 1999. I'm also a faculty member. And what also ties together MWA in Philippines is 12 years ago I met a young high school pole vaulter here in the Philippines, and I became his strength and conditioning coach and mentor, and he has grown up to become today Ernest John Obiena. So I also hear a lot. I was with EJ this week in Dubai. We're still talk every day, and I work with him and train him. This past October, November, he came to Dubai and we worked on his back. I will give you a little hint, he's in great shape. He's done in practice and in training some of his all-time records. So I'm expecting a quite superb season. We're going to see the Filipino flag flying in lots of different stadiums around the world. So, what are we here for? Half the world is sick with a problem called metabolic disease. Now, anything that affects half the world is a big deal. Metabolic disease is basically things like insulin resistance from eating too much carbohydrate, fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes. Now, it used to be those were the only problems, but now we've found out, and all the research coming out from the MWA and other research institutions shows that metabolic health is the key to cardiovascular health. So you have a heart attack, it starts with metabolic disease. Certain cancers, liver dysfunction, kidney dysfunction, all starts with metabolic disease. So this is now half the world. In some countries like the United States, it's 65% of the country has metabolic disease. So the MWA has identified metabolic disease as one of the key factors, along with obviously smoking, as a global health crisis. When you look at what's good for metabolic health, it is impossible to find a better medicine for metabolic health than a sardine. A sardine is it's almost not a food, it's a medicine. And as a result of that, and if you're following on social media, there are many leading metabolic physicians like Dr. Annette Bosworth in the US, who is now advocating a 3-day sardine fast to reset your metabolism, where for 3 days you just eat sardines. As a result of all of the research that's coming out, the MWA is proud to announce here today, you're the first to hear this, that 2026 is the year of the sardine, declared by the MWA. We are making sardine as the product and the focus for the whole year of 2026. Now, why are we doing it alongside Mega? Because as you know, and we covered before, we studied different sardine brands around the world, and many people say a sardine is a sardine is a sardine. That's like saying a man is a man is a man. And I don't think those of us with husbands would agree with that statement, that all men are the same. They're not the same. They're as different as people are, and it's based upon where do you fish, and it's based upon how do you process that fish. What makes Mega really special is first, the Atlantic Ocean has much higher levels of lead and cadmium and other heavy metals that are polluting the fish. So when we test products from the Atlantic, there's often pollutants that are in the sardine. The South Pacific, which is where Mega is fishing, basically, off the coast of, the southern coast of Mindanao. This is the cleanest waters in the world, and you're getting the freshest fish. That's part one. Part two is in the industry, the majority of sardine companies subcontract the fishermen. So they don't own anything. They basically go to a port and they say, hey, You're a fisherman, go and catch me sardines, bring them back, and I'll buy what you catch. Now, that boat is incentivized to stay out there as long as possible and to catch as many as possible and store these fish on the deck in ice. But the sun is coming down, it's being that. Many of the fish start to begin the process of decomposition. What they do, by owning their own boats and controlling that, they go out, they fish, they come back, everything goes from the ocean to the can in 12 hours. This is unparalleled in the world. And as a result of that, the MWA granted to Mega the Superfood seal, which is the only seafood in the world that we've given that to. The last thing is you may have seen the announcement from the Trump administration and from Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert Kennedy Jr. The food pyramid has been completely flipped, and the MWA is in general agreement this was the right thing to do. At the top of the food pyramid now is, guess what?
Sardines.
Sardines is now at the top of the food pyramid. And that is a further illustration of the health, and I even know that the Mega Corporation is looking at a major entry into the U.S. market to come. So, bottom line, that's why we're here. 2026 is the year of the sardine. There's no better brand to be associated and announce that with than Mega, because that's our sole superfood in the world. And sardines is going with all of the health crisis in the world and the change to the dietary guidelines. Sardines is becoming the food out there. It's becoming what quiche was in the 1980s. There's going to be that sardines is the in food. So that's all we have to announce. Thank you.